Holy cow. We have some good news to report here. We have some good news to report. This lovely couple is still around, standing, healthy. They're in good shape. That's the good news. That's very good news. You know, sometimes something really bad happens and nobody gets hurt. And this is what happened here. They were camping. They were camping in I believe it's south of Cleveland there, Ravenna, Ohio area, at a campground. This is the 29th, a couple days ago, of June 2021, and a big tree came down and crushed their camper, crushed their fifth wheel there. I mean, it just came down. One tree from a thunderstorm one tree in this park, this particular park, came down and it hit their RV. Look at that. Luckily, fingers crossed, right? Nobody was hurt. Amazing. If somebody had been in that thing, who knows? You know, they would have been probably pretty badly injured. So you got to like, woo. And they do have insurance. You know, they do have insurance, and this will get, you know, covered and whatever. But it's a brand new vehicle. It's a brand new vehicle, and brand new vehicle. And one of the first times they're out camping in it, tree comes down in a thunderstorm. Adventure Bandits, which I am now going to subscribe to, because you know, hey, they look like a nice couple. Looks like it's a cool channel there. This is their channel, 18,000 subs. Cool new glamping, and bought a new vehicle, from glamping to mooch docking. Anyway, so they're in Ohio there, and this, wow. You know, again, that's, you know, we were talking the other day about full tiny house going and camping in, where are they? They're also in Indiana or Ohio or something. And anyway, and how, you know, during a thunderstorm or something, especially when there's hail and heavy winds and swirling winds and whatever, trees can come down, vehicles can get blown over, stuff gets blown around. You know, it's good to get some sort of shelter instead of being in your trailer, RV, van, whatever you're in. Go to, you know, some sort of facility there, especially at a campground. You know, maybe it's the restroom facility, maybe it's, you know, whatever buildings are around that you can get into, because yeah, this is the radar there from Channel 5 there. I guess that's Cleveland, right? Anyway, Cuyahoga Falls, Ravenna, they were in this area here, and big nasty boomers coming through there on the 29th of June. Wow. So that's what's going on with their fifth wheel open range there, and they got it, you know, it's kind of, I guess the worst of the tree's been taken down in a way, but and from the other side there, yeah, it's I imagine this will get totaled. I don't know, you know, but it looks like the structure of it has been breached. But that's really scary. That is really scary there, and there they are. Wow. Wow, and there it is back there. One tree in the whole campground comes down, and it hits their vehicle. You know, whoa. I used to live in Springfield, Virginia, when I was up there with Tanky Poo and Susan and Sandy, and we had a bad thunderstorm one night, and a tree fell in another neighborhood and came down on a house, and husband and wife were sitting in the house watching television, and the tree, it killed the wife, and the husband was fine. You know, they were sitting, I guess, in different places in the room, but you know, it is scary. Trees falling and thunderstorms. You got to be real careful with that. And anyway, so you know, wow. There's the cleanup. They got their personal items out of the vehicle there, and so the good news is that they'll be fine. Talmadge and Ashanti. Okay, I see when you do a description, and you put that in your about page, always put your names right in the front there, because people like me, these critical channels, would like to talk about you, and it's, you know, I've never watched this channel before, and thank you very much to one of my Camo Army members for turning me on to these guys, because, yeah. Anyway, so a Talmadge and Ashanti, no, they were not in the V, no injuries, no nothing, so that is what that's why this is good news, okay? Really good news. That a tree can fall on your RV and do that much damage, and you're fine. So, anyway, All right, so be careful out there, folks. You know, it's kind of a crazy summer with all the crowds, all the crowded campgrounds. There's been big boomer storms up there in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic and the part of the Midwest. We had a new video from Derek. You know, Derek, Nomadic Traumatic. What's his name? Used to be big. Used to have a big channel. No, he still has a big channel. He's got the two cats there. He is in Ohio too. He's in Ohio too, and he was talking about a lot of the rain that he's getting out there. So I guess he was in some of this weather, and how his plans are changing. I think originally was planning to go to Maine to do some camping, and I think he was hoping that Camping with the Kellys would join him out there. But as we've seen in Camping with the Kellys' newest video, they're heading west for, I think, some family business and stuff. I think their last video was in Arizona or something, and so he kind of made it as far as Michigan, Ohio. You know what I'm saying. And then there's some big changes. We know there are big changes coming with Eric. So we'll wait for him to tell you about them before we because we got some news from the Camo Army. But we'll wait. But he's been stuck in some of that rain too. Everywhere everywhere Derek goes, it rains. It's the truth. It's the truth. The truth why I share my life publicly, a rant. Again, Carolyn is Carolyn, right? Carolyn's RV life is Carolyn's RV life, and interesting video. You got to call her oddly compelling. A very interesting video. But she says, she talks about a lot of things. I guess she was talking about ticks the other day and how to prevent ticks. And then, and what happens when you have a lot of subscribers is that there's always the naysayers. You got that wrong. You said this, or you should have said this, or you did this, or you didn't give this advice or whatever. And she likes to give a lot of advice about camping and what it's like. She's pretty much of an expert on it. She's been out traveling for many years now and all that other stuff. And so she knows a lot about camping and traveling and nomadic living. But, she has to remind everybody, she doesn't pretend to be an expert on every topic, And that was basically what she was saying here. She's a voice. She's a voice in the crowd, so to speak. But don't always assume that everything she says is totally the only thing. She does have a way of her presentation. She kind of comes off like, she does know it all. She does. She does have a kind of a way of talking that, she gives, hey, I'm an expert. But she says she isn't really an expert on everything. And again, you do have your commenters, and they'll always say, well, you said this about that, but you should have said this about that. And don't let that get you to, you just take it as it comes and goes, oh, okay, that's right, yeah. Dawn of Van Life. Dawn there is lighting up her box truck build. She is continuing to build out the glorious box truck there. And we had Adventure Van Man Brian buying the box truck, and anyway, it looks like she's doing a nice job with it, and showing what kind of appliances and stuff you can buy to light things up with all the light streams and LED lighting and fancy schmancy stuff there, and there's some of what she's got there. So all right. This channel used to be called Two Weirdos and a Bus. I believe it was Cynthia and Dave. And I guess Cynthia's flown the coop. Cynthia's gone. So now it's a weirdo's and his bus. A weirdo, maybe should take the S out. A weirdo's and his bus. So looks like Cynthia's gone and it's just Dave now. The former couple had a fire in their vehicle anyway, and that was back on Father's Day, 2 weeks ago or so. And they put up a GoFundMe for to replace, I guess, the vehicle. Yeah, vehicle is totaled. A big fire there. They're up in Massachusetts, and let's check on the GoFundMe. So there's the GoFundMe up to $2,500 out of their $10,000 total. David is the channel guy there, and Cynthia's name has been removed from. I don't know. Cynthia's gone. Cynthia's gone. I think that was her name. So it is now just it is just a weirdos and a bus. It should be, whatever. So So I don't know, man. We don't have a video telling us all what's going on there, but yeah, there it is. See, there it is. And now just a weird by himself. No word on the new bus yet, but hopefully he'll have one soon. I don't know, man. It's I don't know if he's gonna make 10K on that, but I don't know. I'd worry more about Cynthia than the bus, but you know, hey, whatever. Man, we get a lot of information here. Camo Dave Army is sending me a lot of information, incoming info on Morgan, and we hope well, all I'm just going to say is we hope everything's okay with her. We just hope everything's okay with her. Her latest video was, when was that? A week ago. She's back. Looked like she was there in, looked like Tennessee to me, Eastern Tennessee. Beautiful campsite, looked like a beautiful Airbnb. She said she was having a lot of difficulty there, and then she is feeling better now. But I don't know. People have been sending me stuff that she's been posting on Instagram and some other stuff, and I hope she's all. I think she's still going through some tough issues, and so let's just. Fingers crossed. We're pulling for you, Morgan. You know, it's a tough time, but you stay safe and things will get better. I'm just, whatever. That is about it. Oh, there's a good video. There's a good channel called Matt's RV Reviews. If you're going to be in the market to buy an RV, this is definitely a must watch, okay? 137,000 subs, Matt's RV Reviews. In some of the videos, he really tells, it's like buying it's like buying a car, these car, salesmen, women, salespeople, they know what they're doing, and what's their main goal is to part you from as much money as they can, and he's, he knows all the ins and outs of selling vehicles. And, you get your eyes set on one vehicle and then they flip you over to another vehicle because they can make more profit on it, etc. It's just like buying a car. You got the shady salespeople. But, definitely watch some of his videos. Check it out before you buy an RV, because you will learn some of the tricks of the trade and some of the ways that the RV salespeople can get you to part from as much money as possible. And, shift you into the most profitable vehicle for them, and maybe not the most best vehicle for you. And how he says that all these different motorhome companies, a lot of them have similar vehicles under different names, and it's very confusing. It is very confusing, and a lot of people can make mistakes when they buy a RV. So check out Matt's RV Reviews. Definitely a must watch. All right, folks, that ought to do it for Saturday morning, the 3rd of July, 2021. 4th of July weekend here. Looks like the weather's cleared up from yesterday. It was very nice to have Chris there from Rich Life of Road Trips stopping by. We had lunch yesterday, which I paid for, and it wasn't a Burger King. It was a much better. It was I liked Jersey Mike's. He had a steak sandwich. He had a steak sandwich sub, and I had a tuna sub, and it was very delicious. So check out my video yesterday where I do an interview with Chris. Now, a lot of people said, hey, you should have really been like Mike Wallace in 60 Minutes and really, asked him all the tough questions, because he does have some controversial issues. And I said, I want to be nice, Dave. Now people are bringing up some stuff in the comments, and so be it. But I like to be nice, Dave, when I talk to people. I'm not going to sit there and grill people. What do you mean by this, and why did you do this? And no, Dave's a nice guy. And anybody who watches me more than 2 or 3 videos knows that. Hey, thanks for watching. All right, don't forget every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern with Eastern times, both Eastern times with our 7 p.m. Eastern time is always our call-in show. Okay, so we're looking to hear from you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I hate your friends, and they hate me too. Flog under.